Some people ask me, does it also work, this combining span type of chain also work with harnesses instead of collars, as you can see here? Yes, it will work the same, but it also has additional drawbacks, because sometimes the male or the female wants to take a leak. For example here, the male tries to take a leak, but the female tries to pull forward, as you can see. But with a harness, it has a pressure point to give resistance on that point and at the front without causing harm, but in the elbows on the other side. So when the female would be pulling the male in this example, they can cut into the elbows. So there's something to take into consideration and to adjust for. Whereas with these collars this is not the case, because they are not cutting into the neck at all. Especially if you use wider collars as I normally use. You can also see here, the chances are very slim that they will cut, if ever existent, because it never happened to me. Have a great day. If you look at a span, the two dogs chained together with this combining chain on a leash. The funny thing is they keep away from each other. They are not bumping into each other, they all both take one side, and to correct for that, because the center line is trying to pull them to the middle, so they counter steer, so to say. As you can see, the butts are quite close together, but the heads are quite wide apart.
Ja, helemaal ja,
Snuffelen.
ja, ja. Dat was jammer erin. Niks
Hoi hoi. That was quite a big American Stafford Amstaff. As you can see, there's quite a big difference in weight and size compared to the patterdale terriers. So I was talking about that they keep this distance from each other, as you can also see here, while the tops, the heads are attached by the collar and the combining span line, and not the butts of course, but they try to walk away from each other. You also saw that a dog can quite easily escape when there's a little bit of leeway. As you can see here, with the female there's a little bit leeway between the collar and her neck. See, a little bit of space, you can see here. But also the male, when the female tried to keep moving and the male wanted to mark his territory, you saw it was a little bit slipping. So therefore I also like the hurricane collar a lot more. And I could drill additional holes in there, but I don't have the rivets to protect them. And this collar is a lot less thick, less quality than the hurricane is. The hurricane, you can just melt the holes that you make and make them quite tight and strong. So that's something to take into consideration as well. Here's the collar. Here you can see almost slipping out because he's trying to take a leap and the male wants to proceed. See? It was similar as with the male, so please take this into consideration. Now you can see it a little bit, the leeway on the collar of the male, that you don't get your dogs to slip out of the leash, because then it can be harder to get them out. Here you can see it again. See? Always be wary of that. And by adjusting, by giving a little snap on the line, you can probably circumvent that before it gets over the ear, of course. Hope you like this little video of the span. The male is Estacado, the female Obscura. You see them also next to each other. It's hard to see the female when the male is blocking the view to her. Have a great day.